Hello, folks. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay. All right.
All right.
What, you here to congratulate me on the 1-year anniversary?
Actually, it's tomorrow, honey. You got your dates wrong. That's when the source tells you the right shit.
All right, so I thought today was the 7th. Excuse me. Folks, look. Today's not the 1-year anniversary. It's actually tomorrow. I'm sorry. I thought today was the 7th. Excuse me for living.
You got your dates messed up.
He's a fraud. That Simonetti's a fraud. He got the dates wrong. Hey, guess what? It don't matter. Happy 364 days. Yes. Yes. Welcome, folks. Welcome.
What?
Are you done?
No, I gotta get dressed.
You're interrupting the source here.
You're in my room.
Your room? I
What?
forgot this became your room all of a sudden.
Honey, you don't even sleep here. Most of the time you're outside.
Yeah, okay. Folks, what is everybody doing? Oh, God. Come on now, folks. Come on now. Welcome, everybody. Guys, I did not share this out yet. Yes, it's Happy King's Day today, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Happy King's Day. Thank you. I appreciate it. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hoy es Día de los Reyes.
Who? What'd you call me? Guys, give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and share this out. 1 second, folks. AJ, my friend, thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. Guys, I just went ahead and shared this out, so we're going to have a few more people join us, I'm sure. Let's just give it a second, and then we will go ahead and start chatting. We will start chatting and talking about the news of the day, news of yesterday, and whatever questions you guys got. I got some time. We'll sit here for quite a bit, and we'll chat Yankee baseball. It's going to be fun. So just give it a couple more minutes, folks, and then we'll get started. I will start answering as many questions as I can. I am doing wonderful today. I am doing absolutely wonderful today. Made it. Perfect. We doing another live chat tomorrow for the actual anniversary? No. Probably not. We'll see. I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Thank you. It's been an amazing 1 year. Mr. Rigatoni, I like that. I like that name, Mr. Rigatoni. Okay. I like it. What's up, Phil? Thank you for being here. I will have a little talk early on just about the whole year and whatnot and how amazing you guys have been, which really makes everything worth it. So it's been absolutely awesome. Do I think Machado would take A-Rod's number 13? Or you call him A-Royd? I'll stick with A-Rod, but A-Rod's number 13, we'll see about that. I think that's pretty interesting. I think that is pretty interesting. Sal, my friend, what is going on? Salvatore, my good friend. Appreciate you being here, Sal. Thank you. Now, where do you think you're going?
You know, I got things to do.
Who are you going out with?
Shut up.
How long I gotta wait?
Why does people need to know where I'm going?
How long I gotta wait? I want my dinner prepared and ready to go by the time you get home.
I'm so glad you're cooking it, honey.
Bitch. Ariel, my friend, it doesn't matter if you're working. The source comes first. Let them know that. Let the jobs know. Look, the source is live. There's no work at the moment. You just watch. Thoughts on possibly getting Mike Moustakas. Hold that thought, Phil. Hold that thought. I will talk about that. Will, thank you, my friend. Happy New Year to you, too. Yes. So, Carter, to answer that question, does your info on Machado give you a good idea of where he is going? Yes. Now, I spoke to a few of you guys on the side about this, so I don't think I'm really letting anything out when I say this. There seems to be a time frame around this. Oh, yes, there's Ryan. Calm down, everyone. The real star is here. I love it. I love it. Welcome, Ryan. It wouldn't have been the 1-year anniversary without you here. Thank you.
It's not the 1 year yet.
Guys, the info I got isn't, look, here's the deal, guys. I talked about it a little in that video, and I know people are going to be mad about it. I know that people are going to be upset that I never said anything, so on and so forth. I'm not looking to take credit for anything. I could care less. Look, I've got enough credit over the last year that even yesterday I was looking to argue with one of these idiotic haters, but I decided not to even do it because at this point, if you want to still say I'm a fraud and I'm a fake, just don't follow me. It's ridiculous at this point. You can't keep getting things right and be a fake. I'm the world's greatest guesser that's ever existed at this point then, if that's the case. But the news will get some of you mad because maybe it's not the expectation you thought, or maybe it is the expectation you thought, or it may be off to a degree from what has been heard out there already. So I don't want to, I'm not going to put all of it out there until it happens, because it will make a lot of sense. Trust me when I tell you, it will make sense. Do I think Machado's going to be a Yankee? Me personally, I do. I think things can change. All right, I'll see you later. I think things can change, that he could still become a Yankee. I think things could also change where he will not be a Yankee. So my main concern with Machado, let me say what my main concern is. And I don't think this is giving much away. The only real concern I personally have opinion that Machado will be a Yankee or will not be a Yankee is the time frame in which he signs. That's the only concern I have. I'm concerned that the time frame may throw the deal off, because per my understanding from things I have been told, this to me isn't giving much out. The Yankees put time frames on these type of things. They want an answer. They want an answer at some point. If they don't get that answer, they move on to the next one. Cashman has been well known for doing this. And I told you guys, the weekend, I thought he would sign by the end of this weekend, which is today. He obviously is probably not going to do that, or it will come later. But it looks more and more now like next week possibly, or even further than that. That's my only concern of the time frame, because I do know for a fact the Yankees do put deadlines on these things. They will not wait around for you. They will go ahead and say, hey, look, here's the offer we're going to give you. This is how far we're going to go, and we'll see what happens. Wrong. Simonetti takes from the past. A-Rod's marriage is rock solid, together forever. Yes. Guys, give me one moment. I got like this light beam hitting me right in the face. 1 second. All right, folks. Yes. Yeah, I had to close the shades a little bit. Okay. Percent of Manny coming to New York, I still keep it high. I mean, me personally, again, I got to start saying disclaimers. This is an opinion. I still think he very much is going to be a Yankee. Now, we will see what happens, and we'll go from there. Sal says from what he's here, he's leaning towards the White Sox. Let me say this really quickly. Let me say this too, and there's some things I of course want to talk about. So we'll have a nice little long chat today. This is black tea. We'll have a nice little long chat today. One of the things that I find pretty comical is why in the hell, and we could say this all day, but out of the teams suited for Machado, let's go over what we know so far, right? So let's do this real quick. Let's go over what we know so far, okay? So I put out information weeks ago that I said the Yankees are willing to go to 8 years, but will not give him $300 million. Around the $250 mark, maybe. Jack Curry comes out and confirms that news. That's what we know, right? We hear that the Phillies will not go to $300 million. We hear that the White Sox will not go $300 million. These are facts of what we supposedly we know right now. Nobody is really willing to go to that $300 million with him right now. Nobody's really willing to go as far as a lot of people are saying right now. So if you're Manny Machado and you're saying the three teams that are hard after me, that could be a mystery team that we don't know about. I think that's very possible. A mystery team can go out there and throw an offer out there. Supposedly, am I saying that wrong? Supposedly. But you could have a lot of teams out there that could possibly just throw an offer out there and see what happens. Now, if you're Manny Machado and you're saying the three teams that apparently are interested in me are the White Sox, the Yankees, and the Phillies. Well, obviously, if I want to win right now, the Yankees are the teams I go towards. We've been known for a long time. This is not breaking news. This is nothing new. Manny Machado has always been enamored by the Yankees. He's always loved the Yankees. He took time this All-Star break to take pictures specifically with a lot of Yankees, make odd captions regarding things. You know, the whole idea of liking posts of himself in a Yankee uniform, liking the Yes Network, so on and so forth. But here's the thing about the money part. So I'm happy you said he loves money more. Here's where us as fans, we're either going to be very happy or very upset. Because if the New York Yankees lose out to Manny Machado, to let's say the White Sox, and the White Sox end up offering 8 years, let's go as 9 years. The White Sox offered 9 years, $252. And the Yankees ended up offering 8 years or 7 years at $215. We have every right as Yankee fans to have shit hit the fan and be pissed off. Because, again, you cannot lose out on a 26-year-old that is this good. Okay? You cannot lose out on a guy this good that does so well against the Red Sox, does so well against the American League East, and on top of that, is a platinum defender at third base. The best in baseball at third base. The Yankees' weakest defensive position. Okay? So let's put this into reality and let's understand why this makes too much sense for the Yankees. Troy Tulowitzki was signed not to block Manny Machado. Here's why he was not signed to block Manny Machado. Dan Lozano, who is the agent of Machado, was told, hey, look, we're likely going after Tulo, and when we sign him, we'll let you know. He is going to fight to be our shortstop. No doubt in my mind, I've been saying it for the longest time in the planet. Manny Machado will play third base for the Yankees, and he makes the most sense to play third base for the Yankees. You can figure out what you would do with Miguel Andujar. You don't have to trade him. You can put him at first. You can even stick him in left field and see how it works out in spring and go from there. Or you can DH him for a while. I don't like that, but you can do it. So you look at all those things and you go from there. Dan, my friend, thank you. You look at all those things and you go from there, right? If you're Manny Machado, the best fit for you is the Yankees. Now, if the Yankees are just unwilling to up an offer for a superstar 26-year-old, that's not a good look. It doesn't make sense. Britton is a great deal. Zach Britton I'll talk about here shortly. I'll talk about the rest of the bullpen. But you guys tell me what you think, since I think this maybe this might be the last live chat until Manny Machado signs. Hey, I like Andy Martino, but wow, that's a horrible take. One of the worst takes I've ever seen from a mainstream reporter, and I let him know that. He liked some of my stuff, so me and Andy are okay. So, guys, let me hear your final thoughts, your final opinion. Does Manny Machado sign with the New York Yankees? We got a yes. We got a I hope. We got a yes. Al, my friend, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. You are the man. We got a lot of yeses and a lot of hopes. And I want him to. I hope so. We got a C. We got a C in here. Machado will sign on the 13th with the Yankees. Okay. Adam, let's see. 100% agree with Jim Bowden. He said, look for the Yankees to make legit offers to both Manny Machado and Bryce Harper. Makes by far the most sense of the season. I can also see that. I would never say never on that. Guys, I do not believe, from everything I know and everything I've been reporting on for a while, I would be shocked if Sonny Gray is a Yankee by spring training. I would be literally shocked. I really would be. It's not set in stone that the Yankees offered Machado a deal yet, but I believe they have. And if they have not, I think they've had a verbal conversation about what a deal will look like, and once he agrees, they'll run the paperwork up. But yeah, I very much believe something along those lines. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Manny Machado's camp knows what the Yankees are offering. DJ Steele's my friend. So who am I blaming for Machado not coming to the Yanks? Simonetti, Dan Clark, or Donald Trump? Hey, everybody else blames Donald Trump for anything, so go right ahead. No, I mean, if Machado doesn't sign, I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't think I take any credit either way, and I wouldn't take any credit. If Machado signed or didn't sign, I wouldn't take any credit either way because I never said anything set in stone. My opinion is, I think, opinion-wise, he'll be a Yankee. I have a bit of conflicting news on that regarding timeline. So, we'll see about that. Angel, my friend, thank you. Thoughts on Scott Boras is structuring the deals? I think it makes sense for a lot of teams that are worried about the luxury tax. So, Scott Boras knows what to do. Scott Boras is a smart man. He's one of the best in the business for a reason. He knows what he's doing to get his team, to get his players what they want, and to get other teams interested. He does this all the time, so this is really nothing new. Any hope of Harper possibly signing with the Yankees? Yes, I would say there is hope. I would say there is hope. Look, the Yankees are likely going to go over the luxury tax. It's going to be very hard with the Britton deal, the $13 million a year, for them to not go over that. So we will see what they do. Guys, I'll be honest. I don't know why some of you want Nolan Arenado more than Manny Machado. Manny Machado is a much better player. I'd give Machado 4 years, $15 million, and a lifetime supply of gabagool. Nico, my friend, that'll sign me up. I'll play any position they want. As long as the lifetime supply of gabagool is there, your boy's down. I'm good. Let's do it. Let's do it, Nico. I like the deal. Yeah, Machado's better, man. Anybody that says Nolan Arenado is superior, I hear this all the time. He is superior compared to Manny Machado. Stop it. Manny Machado plays in the American League East his entire career. He's younger. He's won the Platinum Glove at third base, meaning he's the best defensive third player on the field. He's the best defensive player on the field. Nobody, there's not many that is Manny Machado, folks. There is not many that is on this talent level. Troy Tulowitzki, full-time shortstop. I don't see it, Pete. Here's the thing with Tulowitzki that people make me laugh about. And I'm going to talk about this. You guys remember when even me, right? When I put out the information, that's why I say I love when people say it's fraudulent or it's just fake. I was telling you guys I don't think the Yankees get him. But I put out the information saying they were very interested in Troy Tulowitzki and signing him. So, I had more information since then, and he is a Yankee now. So, I had more information since then. And I remember telling Andy Martino and a few other people that for people to sit there and say this guy is going to be their regular shortstop, he's going to block anybody else, he's their guy, so on and so forth. Look, according to many scouts, not just a few of the guys I speak to that give me information, Troy Tulowitzki looked better than Troy Tulowitzki has looked in years. Now, a showcase is a showcase. Showcases could be pretty excruciating. So they could put the player through a lot to see how they hold up throughout that whole thing. They could do multiple rounds of hitting. They could do multiple rounds of fielding at different positions and shortstop, wherever it is, and go from there. But the thing is, everybody has said he's looked tremendous. But here's the thing. For anybody who expects Troy Tulowitzki to be playing every single day, you're wrong. The Yankees are obviously going to give this guy days off. They're obviously not going to play him, 7 games in a row, 5 games in a row, just because they're going to want him to hold up. If his bat is anywhere near what his bat is capable of, he's going to be terrific. He's going to be a terrific pickup. I think if he's healthy, he's a great pickup. But he's probably the biggest if on the field for the New York Yankees. For anybody to say that is the reason the Yankees will not go after Machado is an absolute joke. I don't know how else to put that. It makes 0 sense. Now, I've also been told that the Yankees talked to Tulo about second base and first base also. We will see if that comes true. The only way we will know about this is when Didi Gregorius comes back and Tulo is off of shortstop. If Tulowitzki at that point is hitting 265 with 12 homers and is healthy, the Yankees are going to find a spot for him. Whether that's second base or first base or he moves around the field or DHs, again, they will find a spot for him. If Tulowitzki's idea was, I'm only going to play shortstop, he would have not have signed with the Yankees. He had about 5 or 6 other clubs offering him a full-time spot for the season. Andy Martino and these other guys apparently don't understand this. The Yankees also gave him a full no-trade clause, meaning Troy Tulowitzki can flat out say, I'm not going to be traded. He would. I understand that makes sense for the player, but you're putting in a lot for a guy who doesn't know if he's going to be the shortstop all season long. To me, that's odd. I think what Troy Tulowitzki recognizes is I have about 4 months to prove myself. Then if I am going to be traded, I can choose who I'm going to. That'll give me another position there. Or I'm going to stick around with the club that might have the best record in baseball and play different positions for this team and look to win. So that's the way I see it. But to flat out say the Yankees see this guy as their starting shortstop ahead of everybody else, that's a damn joke. It's just a joke. It just doesn't make sense. I think I missed a question up here. Jack, my friend, I really want Machado, but Hal is so cheap. Thanks. We'll see. We'll see. That will be great, my friend. Sign me up anytime. Sign me up. Ottavino, yes. Ottavino is still very much a possibility for the Yankees. They're still talking to him. The Yankees are very interested. The thing with Adam Ottavino right now is that Adam Ottavino is still holding out for closer money. He's going to want somewhat of the same deal, likely, maybe even more than what Zach Britton just got for the Yankees. But he's going to want something around that same thing. So we'll see how that goes. But I don't think he gets anywhere near what Zach Britton got. He's much older, too. Yes, he is. The Yankees want to do a 2-year deal with a possibility of an option. So we'll see if that happens or not. But we will see what happens there. If the New York Yankees decided to go in on Harper for a short-term contract and wanted to trade Stanton, how would that work? How would they make an offer to Harper, then trade Stanton to the Dodgers? I think they would have to trade Stanton first with the idea knowing they can land Harper at a certain deal and a certain price. You wouldn't go out there and trade a guy like Stanton without being 100% certain that you are going to be able to land a Harper, or that you have a verbal agreement or something in place where you can land Bryce Harper. Guys, if you don't mind, please get the likes up also. I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I agree. I've been told that, there's been hits on Stanton, nothing, substantial or crazy, but I also don't see Stanton getting traded. I don't see that happening. No, I think Sonny Gray will be traded. I don't think Sonny Gray is going to be traded. I do not see Sonny Gray getting traded. Pete, what would you do? Trade Gray for prospects or for MLB-ready players? If the Yankees get Manny Machado, I trade the guy for prospects. If the Yankees do not get... I did not fall. I'm all right. I did a Mike Francesa. I fell asleep. If the... if the Yankees get Machado, I would trade Sonny Gray for prospects. If the Yankees don't get Machado, I would try very hard to trade Sonny Gray to the Brewers, and I would try to get Corey Knebel or possibly Eric Thames to add a lefty that could kind of come off the bench, play every now and then DH, right field, left field, first base, that can add a powerful lefty bat to the Yankees lineup. I think that would make a little bit of sense for what the Yankees are trying to do. But I think they have to go out there and get Manny Machado. If the Yankees got Manny Machado now, and that's the last move they make, I would be very happy. Art, my friend, thank you. I appreciate it. Do you think we sign Ottavino? I think it's possible. I do know he was not their first choice, as I put that information out there a while ago, that the Yankees were truly focused on Zach Britton. And guys, I've gotten a lot of DMs from you guys, just saying that you guys support me in the Britton news, in really breaking that news that the Yankees were closing in on a deal with him. I appreciate you guys for retweeting that and, putting my name out there. I always greatly appreciate that. It would have been wonderful if Ken Rosenthal or one of these guys would have shot credit my way. But hey, shit happens. It is what it is. I'm going to try very hard this year to focus on other things. But I'm just very happy that a lot of you guys that support me are continuing to see that, I'm giving you guys the best news possible. And, this year, unfortunately, I haven't had the biggest news, but I've had Sabathia, I've had Britton, and some other things out there. So I appreciate you guys so much for, going really hard for me personally and, making sure that I'm getting credit that I'm supposed to be getting. So I really appreciate that, guys. Just wanted to throw that out there. Keep up the good work. I will try. Trust me, I will try. The album is going very well. Look for it around April. I will have a website coming up soon that you could pre-order and do all those fun things. So it's going to be fun. Will, my friend, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Nico, my friend, I saw you, and I greatly appreciate that, man. Thank you. Kimbrel to the Yankees would be a get back at Boston. Yeah, but there's not really a need for it. Hey, look, I'll be honest. If the Yankees don't get another relief pitcher, I'm very comfortable with this team. I mean, let's talk about what the Yankees have right now. The Yankees have Britton, they have Green, they have Betances, and they have Chapman. You can argue that that's better than what any team has right now anyway. So the Yankees probably already, in my opinion, they have the best relief pitchers. Now, of course, they got Holder, they got Stephen Tarpley, who's really good. They got Joe Harvey, who throws very hard in AAA. They got Domingo Germán. They got Loaizaga. They got a lot of guys who can maybe just throw into one of those roles and be very, very good. I like Loaizaga more as a starter. Domingo Germán, I believe, with his command issues and the issues of working out of the stretch, should purely focus on being a relief pitcher. Ben Heller is also coming off of Tommy John surgery. So there's a lot of good things that the Yankees can do to build a bullpen. Domingo Acevedo is another one who can make a big jump quickly. So there's a lot of guys that can do a lot of things. Tommy Canely is still around. Good job, AJ. That is right. Tommy Canely is still around. I'm not a huge fan of Chance Adams, but Chance Adams is also a guy that could potentially be a good relief pitcher at some point. Yeah, do not sleep on Steven Tarfley. Oh, God, remember Ross Ollendorf? Wow, I remember that. Randy Johnson trade back to Arizona, Ross Ollendorf. I was shocked that Ross Ollendorf never became a good pitcher. He had a couple of good years. Who was it, with Pittsburgh or somebody? He had a couple of good years, but was never the same. Man, Ross Ollendorf had good stuff. Oh, man, yeah, he did. He did. Ollendorf had some times where he wanted to rip your head off. Pete, what does your gut say about Manny? I've told you guys this all the time. I mean, even if I got conflicting information, my gut still tells me Manny Machado is going to be a Yankee. But we'll see. But my information is what it is. Like I said, it's based somewhat on a time frame. So we'll see what happens. If the Yankees get Machado, could they throw Andujar and Gray to the Padres for Fernando Tatis Jr. and others? That's possible, but I don't see them trading Tatis. Oops, the thing is falling here. There we go. I see you with the Britain news. Hopefully you get the recognition, my man. I appreciate it. To be honest with you guys, I'm always going to say if I said it first, it's just who I am. I think it's only fair. But the recognition is all good. When you get it, you get it. When you don't, you don't. Shit happens. It is what it is. I just know I'm doing something right when the haters come out of the closet and, start trying to talk trash again. It's pretty funny. What about Gore from the Padres? The Yankees have asked about him. Gore is a 20-year-old lefty, arguably the best pitching prospect in baseball. I think it's going to be very hard for the Yankees or any team to pry Gore away from the Padres. But if the Padres love Andujar enough, maybe they would. I don't say it's likely, but maybe they would. Pete Simonetti for GM and owner of the Yankees. God, I don't know about that. Yeah, Woo, I'm trying to, man. As I continue to grow, obviously you get more guys, you get more haters out there, but it is what it is. Look, the work speaks for itself, and that's all I'm going to say now. I mean, a lot of you guys have been following me since, last offseason, and if you want to be fair, you can honestly peg maybe 2 stories about me that have been inaccurate or been wrong. 2 of them, okay? In 2 years. Everything else has been spot on accurate. So if you want to hold those 2 against me, go right ahead, my friend. That's all good, but it's just funny. It is what it is. Owner, yes. I will love to be the owner. The team would spend money. Spend that damn money. As long as I got cannolis on my desk, I'm good. If the Yankees get Machado, could you see them trading Ellsbury to the Padres with Andujar for prospects? Also, happy 364 anniversary. Hashtag Simonetti 364. No, I don't think so. Let me tell you why. I don't think Andujar is the kind of guy you put with a salary dump. Because he's so good. So I don't think that would be the case, but I could see them dumping maybe Frazier, maybe Acevedo, maybe Herman, maybe somebody like that with the potential of maybe a team bites a little bit. So we can possibly see that somewhere. No problem if you're late. I'm happy you're here. Get the likes up, folks. Let's hit 100. Let's hit 100 likes. Twitter follower goal for 2019. Well, I'll share this with you guys. I have a YouTube subscriber goal of 2019 is to hit 10,000. My goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube this year. And my goal for Twitter, is roughly the same. I think I got about 4,400 right now on Twitter. So I would love to hit 10,000 as soon as possible. So that's my goal for both channels. On YouTube is to hit 100 subscribers, and on Twitter to hit 10,000. I'm sorry, 10,000 followers and subscribers. What do I think of Tommy Kahnle? I think Kahnle got great stuff. I think he just has to be healthy. And I think that's the main reason you haven't seen the Yankees give up on him. No, I don't think the pitching is much better. Carl, I agree with you. And I'll talk about that here right now. Give me a second. The pitching isn't much better. I do not have Snapchat. Panda, my friend, I don't know if you're in here to troll or what, but, take a walk. We're going to boot you out of here. Grow up, my friend. I'm in this thing with my wife every day. The guy asks me if I'm gay. What are you, slow or something? What are we dealing with here? Instagram, yes, I do have Instagram. SICILIANO _King, KING. That is the Instagram page. Machado or Kluber? Machado or Kluber? That's interesting. Huh? I think more realistically is, I think Machado obviously is more interesting and it makes more sense. But Kluber would probably fit the Yankees' goal of winning a little more because the Yankees would, oh my God, can you imagine Kluber, Paxton, Severino, any way you see that? I mean, unbelievable what that would do. So we will see. We will see what happens. But I think Manny Machado was a lot more likely. Guys, it's obvious to me what Manny Machado is waiting for. Him and his agent are sitting back. They're waiting for a team to up the offer a little bit. They're waiting to see what they can do. They know what the salary ranges are looking like. Maybe Machado, maybe there's offers out there that are more than the Yankees, and he wants the Yankees to up it before he signs. I mean, there's a lot of things out there. The waiting game sucks. I get it. Trust me. It sucks for me too. It sucks for me too because I love talking about these things. But right now, I don't, nobody really knows when he's going to decide, but he will decide. That's the great thing. You can't leave out Tanaka. Not at all. I love Tanaka. But the whole idea, and I'm going to talk about this because I see a lot of Yankee people talking about they don't need another starter. They don't need this. They don't need that. And it kind of makes me laugh. Let me get to Jordan's question real quick. You need Machado to get Kluber. I agree. 100%. I agree. They don't have the prospects to get him without Andujar. I agree. 100%. Speaking of the Yankees rotation, I see on Twitter a lot. Many people talk about this idea that the Yankees are set. Now, the Yankees are set. We have no idea what CC Sabathia is going to be. We have no idea what CC Sabathia is going to hold up. I said it when he signed. I expect CC Sabathia to give the Yankees 130 innings. Tops. If that. If he gives the Yankees 130 innings, that is good. That's all they should expect from Sabathia. We know for a fact he'll go on the disabled list because of the knee. He has to, because there's times, the Yankees even said it, he'll have times where he's going to have to take his time to have to rest his knee and so on and so forth. If you're really comfortable with this Yankee rotation, I just got to ask you, how? How can you be comfortable with a rotation like that? It makes zero sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. You can't be comfortable with a rotation like that. It makes no sense at all. So I always said, you don't have to go out there and add an ace. I'm not saying go trade for Kluber. I'm not saying you got to go out there and sign a starting pitcher. I'm not saying that. But you could very well go out there and make a decent move for somebody that's a sixth starter, a guy that could come out pitch in the pen, then go to the rotation. Something that helps you out more than relying on guys that are inexperienced. That's what hurt the Yankees last year. Look, they had think it was 25 or 26 starts from guys like Loasiga, Chance Adams, Herman. You don't want to put that much workload on these other guys that you're going to have to go get guys from AA to come up like they did with Loasiga. You don't want to have to do that. But you can go out there and make a trade for a decent guy. I don't think Sonny Gray's that guy. I just don't. I think Sonny Gray's going to be traded before spring training, and we'll go from there. I think Brian Cashman's words has hurt him. I said it when it happened. When Brian Cashman made the statement that they're going to look to trade Sonny Gray, I immediately said that was a bad idea. That was a very, very bad, poor choice of words from a Yankee general manager that needs to go out there and trade a guy. That made no sense. You're openly letting teams know we want to give this guy a change of scenery. We want to trade this guy. Well, teams can sit back and go, hey, B Cash, we know you want to move him. So, hey, this is what we're going to offer. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't think it made a lot of sense. Again, guys, with a guy like Jordan Montgomery, here's how I look at Jordan Montgomery. Do not expect him back at all. I've said that all the time. Don't expect these guys to come back. Don't expect it. If he does come back, let him come back. He'll come back late July, late August. So let him come back. Nico, my friend, you guys will meet me this year. I promise. Whoever is at the stadium, I will be there. I'll let you guys know when I'm there. If any of you guys are close to Baltimore, let me know when you're going to a game, and I will try to be there. I'll be happy to go to games with you guys. I love doing stuff like that. I've talked to you guys so long now where I definitely want to meet a lot of you, so it'll definitely be fun. You will grow. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. Remember, YouTube isn't a sprint. It's a marathon. You just got to keep going with it and not give up, and you will keep growing. I was planning on coming to Florida, to be honest with you. I will be in Florida. I'll be in Florida after spring training. It wouldn't be spring training time that I'll be there. That should be in April at some point. The season will already be underway. But I plan on it. I plan on, especially next year, as this thing grows, as YouTube grows, and as a lot of other things grow. I'll be going to tons of games. I'll be going to spring training. I'll be doing a lot of things to get you guys even more information. So that'll be fun. I should be heading up to Miami in April. I would like to eventually move back to New York. Yes, no doubt about it. This thing. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday? What are you talking about? Oh, when does Manny sign? Michael, if I had a date that I knew he would sign, that wouldn't be giving nothing away. If I said, look, Manny's going to sign on Tuesday, and I knew that, I would tell you guys he's going to sign on Tuesday. I'm just not going to give him more information out. I don't know. Guys, I'm not going to break everything. I'm just not. I'm not going to be able to put every information out. I'm not as big as your Ken Rosenthal's and these other guys. So the longer it drags out, the more I worry. Put it that way. For the Yankees. So I will say that. Mike Minor would be terrific. Yes, he would. As a relief pitcher, swingman, he can, you can get him multiple starts. People act like if you get another starter, you have to have a six-man rotation. That is totally incorrect. You do not have to. What happens to Ellsbury? Man, I don't know. I think the Yankees are just going to collect insurance on this guy. I really do. I think the Yankees just collect insurance on him, and that is it. Guys, give me one more second. I'm going to share this out one more time. Give me a second. Okay. Vinny, if that's the case, this team has, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, if that's the case, that's really, really sad. That's really sad. How has Blake Rutherford turned out for the White Sox? Still in high regard. He is. He hasn't shown the same potential that a lot of people thought he would have. So I think a lot of people are still high on him. He hasn't really put up the numbers that a lot of people have expected him to put up, though. So Blake Rutherford probably has a chance to still be a top prospect. He is still a top prospect, but we'll see what happens. Yankee minor league games this season. Yes, I believe Norfolk is close to me. The Norfolk Tides are close to me. Also, the Flying Squirrels are literally right down the street, and that is the double A team of the Giants. So yes, I do go to minor league games. Yes. What else do you folks have for me today? Yeah, we do. Is that a team, or do you actually have Flying Squirrels? We got Flying Squirrels here. No joke. No joke. But the team is called the Flying Squirrels. The team is called the Flying Squirrels. I'm going to blame Dan Clark if he doesn't sign with the Yankees. Hey, Dan Clark has triple, double, quadruple, dog, dare, down every bit of Manny. I'm going to give Dan Clark a lot of credit if Manny Machado signs with the Yankees. Jones versus Anthony Smith. I cannot see Lionheart winning that fight. I just can't. Can Frazier play this year? Yes. Yes, he can. He definitely can. Yeah, I will. If Manny signs with the Yankees, I will definitely talk about the news that I didn't put out. And it will make a lot of sense with a lot of people. Woodley or Usman? I would love to see Usman win because I'm not a fan of Woodley, but I think Woodley takes that. My thoughts on David Robertson. Makes a lot of sense for him. He's going to go over to the Phillies. Makes a lot of sense on that type of deal. It's keeping him close to his home. Makes a ton of sense for David Robertson. We knew the Phillies were likely going to get one of those three. And they go ahead and they get David Robertson on a pretty good deal. I like it. Look at this. Ryan got a gig. Ryan in 10 minutes is going on stage. Good job, Ryan. Hey, shout out to Simonetti Source. And then breaking the song right after it. Any news of Yankees and Tames? No. Bravo, my friend. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Honestly, if the Yankees get Machado, I don't see a reason to trade Andujar. Try Andujar first, and next offseason, pitchers will be available. I could see that. Did you see Conor versus Khabib 2 might happen? It will happen. Conor versus Khabib 2 will definitely happen this year. Hot or not, Daenerys Targaryen. Hot. Amelia Clark is in general, so yes, no doubt about it. Why do the Yankees have zero interest in Kimbrel? Likely his asking price, and they're not going to make him a starter. Ryan, have a good show, my friend. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, Kimbrel really doesn't make sense for the Yankees. They don't have a closing role for him, so it doesn't really make that much sense. Do you think Conor will win the rematch? Conor always does better when he learns an opponent. I think what happened in the first fight, and I'm just being honest, he obviously didn't. If anybody knows Conor McGregor and watches Conor McGregor a lot, he didn't look like Conor McGregor of old. He wasn't sharp on his feet, wasn't quick, didn't have the sharpness, didn't have the precision. He looked great on the ground. He looked good again on the defense. But I think what happened with Conor McGregor was a great opportunity to sell that whiskey, man. I mean, the whiskey can't stay on the shelves. He went ahead and was able to put that stuff out there really big, and he did that. So, I mean, that is absolutely amazing. So I think he'll stand a better chance. Khabib is an animal. It wouldn't shock me if Khabib beat him again exactly the same way. But I think in that last time, round 3 and 4, Conor should have done much better. I think round 3, old Conor McGregor would have had a very good chance to put Khabib away. but he didn't do that. Jack, my friend, thank you. When you're drunk, do you refer to your wife as Felix? I have never done that. I have never done that in my life. She would likely kill me on top of that. Why do the Yanks have no interest in Keuchel? I said that early on in the offseason that I was told the Yankees weren't interested in Keuchel and Kikuchi. They definitely weren't interested in Kikuchi to the degree of going after him for a deal. But also for Keuchel, I was always told they were never really serious about him. Don't know why, but they never were really into Dallas Keuchel. Yeah, I already gave him the boot. The guy's already out. He's already out. We have had a horrible offseason, one of the worst in history. I wouldn't go that far, but I wouldn't say it's been the greatest yet. But I also definitely wouldn't say it's one of the worst of all time. No way. No way. Bird, what's his role? To prove he can play baseball. Whether that's at AAA or wherever else it is, he got to prove he can play baseball. If Greg Bird can't show that he can play anymore, he can't. I mean, he has to show he can play. Marv, my friend, thank you. I greatly appreciate that. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, Andy Martino is a good guy, first of all. Andy Martino works for SNY. He covers the Yankees for SNY and, the Mets and whatnot. But, yeah, I don't think he is a big Yankee guy, to be honest. So, yeah, I think it kind of is funny the way he says things and the way he goes about it. But it is what it is. He's a nice guy. Any sneaky moves that I smell? I could see the Yankees signing a relief pitcher that's not named Adam Ottavino. Maybe a Cody Allen. Maybe they get Adam Warren back. I could see certain things like that. I could potentially see a trade maybe like a Tony Watson out of nowhere. Francisco Liriano could make some sort of sense for the Yankees. Maybe Justin Wilson. A lot of those things can make sense. Sal, my friend, ciao. I appreciate you. Thank you. Stats for Sanchez this year. I don't want to set the bar high for Gary Sanchez, so I hope he can hit 250. And I hope he can hit 250 and hit 25, 30 homers. I don't want to put a lot of pressure on him because if he has a year like that, some people would still say it's a bad one. But I would say it's a good one. Does Tyler Wade have any trade value? Yes, he does. Actually, he does. People forget how young Tyler Wade is. Tyler Wade is still very young. You can definitely argue he got rushed to the major leagues. There's no doubt about it. But no, he can definitely he definitely has a little bit of trade value. Expectations for Boone is that he just got better. He's just gotten better. Give me a second, folks. So the only thing I want for Boone is that he just gets better. That's it. It's all you could ask for. Would I tweet Yankee player projections? Yeah, I'll do something along those lines. Or we may do it in a live chat. That's always fun. We still looking for an ace? I wouldn't say the Yankees are actively looking, but I definitely think they will talk about it. Guys, I got about 6 more minutes for an hour. Do you guys want me to go longer? I may go a little longer today. And if I do go longer, can you guys please get the likes up and share this out? That would be absolutely tremendous if you can do that. I would appreciate it. Please go ahead and share this out if you guys want. And we can start, opening this chat up to any other questions you guys may have. Let me get comfortable here a little bit. Oh, okay, there we go. All right. Best guess to where Harper and Machado end up as of today. Obviously won't hold you to it. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's okay. My best guess is right now, again, I have a Yankee bias, of course, because I have to have a Yankee bias. I will say Harper ends up with the Nationals and Machado to the Yankees. I'm not a big football fan. Can I make food? I make food all day. Who should be the next Yankee manager? I would like to see... I think Carlos Beltran would make sense for the Yankees. If me, myself, no way in hell. David Cone, I would like. I always like David Cone. I think Cone knows baseball so well. He's the best guy on, yes. Posada would be great. To me, David Cone is the best guy in the Yes Network. I mean, God, the guy knows baseball like nobody else. David Cone knows his shit, man. It's amazing. So Italians know how to cook, that's right. No, I don't like Flaherty. I never liked Flaherty. I think John Flaherty is too much. I'm just not a fan of Flaherty. I'm not a fan of Flaherty at all. I'm just not. So my stream basically has to go until 12 o'clock for my actual chat. I mean, I gotta do this live all day. I mean, isn't that only fair? I gotta stay live the whole day. Oh shit. Oh my God. I gotta stay live all day. Oh my goodness. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. No, I'm definitely not going live all day. I'm definitely not going live all day. All right, guys, what else do we got? Do we got any unrelated questions that's outside of baseball? Anything else you guys want to chat about? UFC, all right. What is up with the UFC? I will start hitting the gym very hard again tomorrow. No doubt about it. He's been here since the beginning of the stream. I appreciate it. The best mozzarella in New York City. Oh man, I don't know. Vito's on Crosby Avenue has some good mozzarella. At least that's one that I'm very used to. So Vito's is very good on Crosby Avenue. Thoughts on re-signing Gardner was not my favorite choice in the world. I thought they would just buy it out. But I put the information out that it was possible they will go ahead and sign him. And they did. What do I think about Spence versus Mikey Garcia? Mikey Garcia is something else, man. I'm a big fan. I like Mikey Garcia, man. Big talent, young. I mean, really just running through everybody. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Killer whale versus great white shark. This is what we're coming to? This is what the chat's coming to? All right. If we get Machado, I was about to say Andujar. I was about to put the names together. If we get Machado, what about Andujar? What about him? We'll see what happens. Can Andujar play first base? Can he play left field? There's a lot that can happen here, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. If I had to guess right now, I would pull it back a little bit from Machado. I would say 40%. I mean, not 40%. I'm sorry, 60% chance, 70% chance Machado's a Yankee. Miguel, my friend, thank you. Obviously, get Machado to make this happen, but would you trade Andujar to San Diego for prospects and hope for trading Kluber with those prospects? If I knew I can get Kluber to start the year, yes, I would do something like that. If I knew that would eventually get me Kluber, I would be happy. That would be a hell of an all-star of a coaching staff. What is Judge worth on the open market? Wow. Probably the same type of deal that Machado or Harper would get. No doubt about it. Well, they are. Yeah, they're less likely to trade those guys right now. I do not watch the NBA, guys. I am a big baseball fan and a big fighting fan. So I love the UFC. I don't watch as much boxing as I do the UFC, but I do watch the big boxing fights. But I watch everything related to baseball and UFC. Those are my two things. I wish George was still the boss too, but he can't live forever. Could you see Didi put a whole year? Could you see Didi put whole year out? I don't know what that. Can you rewrite that? Maybe I'm not reading it correctly. You think Yankees get an MVP award for a player? It's possible. I mean, if they get Machado, you know Machado could fight for that. You know that he could. Stanton, Judge, so they got a lot of guys who can go for that title, for that award. Cejudo, or Dillashaw. I think TJ wins easily. I think Dillashaw will stop him probably in about the second round, if not sooner. I like Henry. I think he's good, but I think TJ Dillashaw is just going to be on another level. Conor McGregor is the most overrated sportsman of all time. I would have to strongly disagree with that. People act like Conor McGregor beat nobodies. I love when they say that. What Conor McGregor did in the featherweight division is one of the greatest rises of all time, literally. He beat a guy that was the most feared man in the world in 15 seconds. He beat Jose Aldo, who was undefeated for 10 years. He was basically what Chris Cyborg was for men. That's what people don't understand. People don't recognize that because he hasn't been the same great guy since then. Jose Aldo was literally the greatest fighter on the planet in mixed martial arts. Conor McGregor, to be fair, Aldo tripped. Aldo got KO'd with an amazing counter punch. He didn't trip. He got knocked the hell out. It was the greatest precision punch, arguably of all time. Conor said exactly what was going to happen. There is no doubt about it. Conor McGregor is by far, nowhere near overrated. Now, to the degree of saying he's became this gigantic star, well, you can't knock anybody but himself. He's done it himself. You know, he hypes these fights up the way he does. He backs up the talk. Look, everybody always knew a wrestler was Conor McGregor's weakness. Now, he went out after being 2 years off. He didn't say, hey, look, let me fight somebody else to get a warm-up, then I'll fight Khabib. This man went at Khabib after 2 years off. Look at his body. Look at his body. His body looked different in that fight. He didn't even look like the same guy. I mean, to me, that's impressive. To go out there and fight the biggest, baddest, toughest guy who's been active while you've had 2 years off. That's impressive. Who has a better chance between Sox and Phillies for Machado? I would say the Sox do at this point. Khabib's amazing. Khabib's amazing. Yeah, hey, my friend, look. Floyd Mayweather went off 3 years and he was 41 and still beat Conor. Look, for guys that box, if you ever go to boxing gyms, okay, so one of the big things I do a lot is I spar. I spar boxing and I also spar mixed martial arts. I've been practicing wrestling a lot because it's just, I love fighting. I love fighting. If you've ever stepped in the ring with anybody who has any type of professional background, whether it's amateur for years or professional, I don't care if you've done boxing in your gym your entire life. When you step in the ring with a guy like a Floyd Mayweather, who is one of the greatest boxers that has ever walked the face of the earth. I don't care if you're younger. I don't care if you're stronger. I don't care if you're faster. None of that matters. When you step in there with a professional for 12 rounds and you've never had a professional boxing fight in your life, you do not have a good chance of winning that fight. You just don't. You just don't. Floyd Mayweather is a master at dodging punches, getting punches off his shoulder. It is very hard. It is very hard. Now, again, if Conor McGregor fought Floyd in mixed martial arts, it's the same story. Conor McGregor would probably beat him in 30 seconds. So it's a big difference. McGregor also lasted 10 rounds with the guy. And arguably in the 9th round, hit him with a body shot that hurt him. So who the hell knows? It might have been for show. I'm not saying it wasn't. It might have been for show. Honestly, Mayweather probably could have took him out of there, by the 3rd, 4th, or 5th round if he really wanted to. Oh, that Japanese thing, that was all fixed. That was a fake. Come on. That was a fake. That whole Japanese thing, look at that. I watched that thing. I was laughing. That was the biggest fix in the planet. Come on. I'm with Chael Sonnen on that one. That was a huge fix. That was an absolute joke. That was to get risen views. That's all that was. Oh, no doubt about it. That was the biggest fake ever. The first time the guy went down, he never even touched him. And the guy's bouncing on the ground like this. Come on, man. The guy barely hit you. You're a freaking kickboxer. You're taking kicks to your chest. You fall down from a tap? Come on, stop it. That was the biggest fix of all time. It was the biggest fix ever. The guy barely touched him. No joke. I think it was the first time or the second time he got knocked down. And the guy falls down. He's doing flips on the ground. He's like this. I said, what the hell just happened? The guy barely touched him. I said, what is this? What are we watching here? Oh, Didi out for the whole season? No. I mean, it's possible. It's possible, but I don't think so. Yeah, Tension's a midget. Tension's 20 years old, probably 120 pounds tops. Yeah, Floyd Mayweather looked like he never even trained for this. He just got off the plane and said, all right, let's go do this. Let's make a couple of $1 million and leave. It was an absolute joke. Do I agree that Hal and Cashman are cheap? Well, Cashman has nothing to do with the money side. Hal does. So I wouldn't say Hal is his father, but I also wouldn't say that he's the cheapest guy on the planet. I don't think he's out there looking to spend all his dough, but I wouldn't call him the cheapest guy in the world. We'll never go back to the old days. Best heavyweight of all time in boxing. Again, I'm biased because I'm Italian, so I'll always say Rocky Marciano. But Ali is up there. But I'll tell you what, based off of what I've seen, God, young Mike Tyson is terrifying, man. My goodness. A young Mike Tyson is terrifying. Mike Tyson under Customato was amazing. I mean, when he had Customato really taking care of him, give him his medication to calm the psychopath in him down, and to really, make him walk a straight line. My goodness, Mike Tyson was terrifying. Where do I rank Roy Jones Jr.? He's definitely up there. He's definitely up there. Is Canelo underrated? I don't think he's underrated. I don't know. I don't know how to really say that one. I wouldn't call Canelo Alvarez underrated. I definitely wouldn't. I think he's where he should be, to be honest. I think he's where he should be. Oh yeah. When he was bobbing and weaving the way he used to, he had the quickest up and under. and then he would be able to do it in the same motion of up and the same big punches while still covering. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Mike Tyson was amazing. Canelo versus Floyd now, who wins? I don't even know how to say that one because, I mean, Floyd is only getting older. At some point, he's just going to have to stop unless that record is going to be stopped. Unless all of his fights are fixed in a sense. Look, I'm not arguing the whole Conor and Khabib and Floyd thing, but if anybody watched those fights and you looked at the judges' scorecards after, they had Floyd Mayweather winning the first round. Floyd Mayweather threw about one punch in the first round, and they all had him winning it. I think the first 4 rounds, everybody had Conor winning, and I think most every card had Floyd winning every round. So, is boxing fixed? No question boxing's fixed. In many senses, if something goes to a decision, yes, it's fixed. All you got to do is look at the recent heavyweight fight, Fury versus Wilder. If that fight took place in the UK, Fury wins easily. It wasn't even close. There's no doubt Fury won. I would have Ali winning that fight still because Ali had a tremendous chin and Ali could fight forever. So I would have Ali winning that fight. Yeah, I could see that. I could see Floyd never facing another boxer again. That makes a big difference only if the fight is ended. This is what people don't understand about boxing. And I try to explain this to people. Look, knockdowns are beautiful. Guess what? When you get a knockdown, you get awarded a 10-8 round. That's a big thing in boxing. But a knockdown is only as good as the person staying down. Because if that person stays down, you win the fight. If the person doesn't stay down, the rest of that fight still matters. If you got beat up that whole fight and you got outboxed and outclassed, you lose. And I would only give Wilder 3 to 4 rounds of that entire fight. 2 of those being the rounds he got the knockdowns. But there is no way Wilder won that fight. It wasn't even a tie. It wasn't close. Tyson versus Frazier, I would have Tyson winning in their prime. What is this Bird Box movie? Is this movie even good? Should I even waste my time to see this crap? Anybody? Is it really good? Okay, I'll watch it tonight. I'll watch it tonight. I'm getting a lot of trashes now. I'm getting a lot of garbage cans. I don't know. My guy Jack says no. All right, I may not. Oh, no, I can't. Forget it. Not watching it. All right, guys. I am going to go ahead and jump off here. It has been tremendous, guys. Thank you so much for being part of the chat today. Again, thank you to everybody who has donated and contributed. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Please, if you have anything else to say, get at me on Twitter. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, guys. I will talk to you very soon. I am out. Thank you so much.